Daniel's been down this road before, a road to nowhere. It takes him to market where he'll sell his coffee, and the coffee trade keeps Daniel trapped in poverty. But thousands of miles away in North America, coffee lovers could change Daniel's life. Daniel farmed corn and beans back in his younger days. It was a vicious cycle of poverty. Then he heard there's money in coffee, so he moved here to the highlands. Daniel, his wife, his kids and grandkids all hope coffee will change their lives. They're not asking for much: a concrete floor throughout the house and the chance to send their grandkids to school. There is hope at the start of each trip to market. Coffee can pay more than other crops, but there's a catch. Daniel lives in a remote village. No phone, no internet, no truck so he can search for the best price. And the world coffee market is volatile. Daniel has no way of knowing what the price is today. And he's about to face a coyote. Coyote is what many farmers call the middleman who buys their coffee. Daniel is paid less than what it costs him to produce the coffee. Not enough money for Daniel's family to keep food on the table. Daniel is one of millions of small farmers battling the forces of the global coffee industry. There is money in coffee, big money. Coffee is one of the most valuable commodities in the world, but small coffee farmers remain trapped in poverty. While a latte grande goes for $3, farmers recently were being paid the lowest price in 100 years. It's not fair that those who do the back-breaking labor never make enough to put shoes on their kids' feet. But more and more people are standing up for justice, and you can too. Join Equal Exchange, a fair trade organization. They pay a fair price to small-scale farmers while offering consumers a great cup of coffee. You see the impact of fair trade when you visit El Aponte, Nicaragua. Reina lives here with her parents. She once hoped for a nice office job in the city. She would have gone far. She's bright and hardworking, but her family was too poor to pay for school. She stopped after 5th grade. So Reina became a coffee farmer like her parents. Fortunately, her village joined a cooperative that began selling directly to Equal Exchange. It was a new kind of partnership. To really understand what this means, it helps to look at what happens without fair trade. Large plantations have been cutting rainforest down to stumps. They expose coffee plants to full sun so the coffee beans grow faster. More beans per acre, more profit, but a lower quality bean. Day laborers do the work. It's low pay, no job security, harsh conditions. On many plantations, workers are told to douse the coffee with pesticides, many of which are toxic. Another tragic fact: as the trees and habitat die off, so do our migratory songbirds. All of this is rather a bitter cup, and much of the coffee we've been drinking over the years has come from a plantation like this. But back in Reina's village, it's a different story. They harvest organic shade-grown coffee. Coffee thrives under the canopy of the rainforest. Trees preserve wildlife habitat and enrich the soil. This means farmers avoid toxic chemicals common on non-organic farms. Organic shade-grown coffee means the land and its people get treated better. And this traditional way of growing coffee in the shade allows beans to grow slower, turn sweeter, and give a richer, fuller flavor. It is hard work, but they're determined to meet the high standards for a delicious cup. They work with Equal Exchange to keep improving the flavor of their beans. Fair trade also helps farmers become good business people and offers them affordable credit. Farmers say they're thankful that Equal Exchange treats them as partners. They say Equal Exchange was the first coffee buyer to reach out to them so they could take the bold step of bypassing the coyote middleman. By selling directly, Reina's co-op keeps a greater share of the profits. And no matter the world price for coffee, Equal Exchange stands by the farmers. Fair trade guarantees a fair minimum price. At times, the price has been 3 times, even 5 times, what a coyote would pay. Reina, who never finished grade school, has emerged a co-op leader. She has gone far in life. She's improving her entire community.
Estar relacionado con Prodecur lo sentimos bien, porque es una empresa que los ha venido a sacar de adelante.
Creo que el café, ¿verdad?, es uno de los rubros más importantes para el pequeño productor, pues, porque si nosotros vemos, con el café resolvemos lo que es la salud, lo que es el vestuario, lo que es la educación, un montón de cosas, pues.
In Reina's village today, birds are singing.
Pío, pío, pío,
People too.
dicen las pajitas.
Fair trade brings hope back to the mountains.
Cuando tienen frío.
Now, for fair trade to succeed, it needs people in the U.S. who live out their values. Back when Josh Surface was in college, majoring in international economics, he became curious about the coffee trade and its impact on poor communities.
Coffee is such a power in the world. Like whole countries rely on the coffee trade. And to think that, you know, here I was drinking so much coffee and the people that are actually making that were getting paid nothing. It changed my shopping habits a lot. It made me start thinking a lot about where everything comes from.
Josh took the time to learn and then made a commitment to drink fair trade coffee and chose Equal Exchange. He saw how his favorite drink could bring social change.
And with coffee, it's great knowing that I'm hardly doing anything. You know, I'm just switching a brand. But in doing that, I'm ensuring that that farmer is getting paid, you know, sometimes up to 4 times or 5 times how much he would be paid or she would be paid in the conventional market.
Your daily choices give power to the fair trade movement.
Can I get a large fair trade?
Ask for Equal Exchange at cafes, your supermarket, places of worship, your school, and your office. Tell people how Equal Exchange offers a whole range of fair trade products, from coffee, tea, and hot cocoa to chocolate bars and sugar. Hold a tasting party to spread the word.
Tell 5 friends about the Equal Exchange story.
The brew stirs up some interesting conversation.
Thinking more about what we're buying, who's behind it, where the money is going.
Actually, I'm realizing now more and more how important all that is.
So be creative as you spread the word. Know any musicians? Get them together and offer samples of Equal Exchange at your grocery store.
Would you like to try a sample?
It's absolutely delicious.
Absolutely delicious, all right.
You'll find Equal Exchange appeals to so many different people. With fair trade, you protect the environment, fight poverty, work for social justice, build community, and preserve small family farms. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee invites us to connect with one another and the farmers. Through Equal Exchange, you support farmers across Latin America, Africa, and Asia. You help farmers like Reina and expand fair trade to others in need like Daniel. So bring fair trade into your life. Put fair trade on your weekly grocery list. Tell your friends, hold a house party, and be creative. As you connect with friends across the country and with farmers, you can flex your consumer muscle and build social change.
Gracias por su compra. Es un café nicaragüense producido por familias pobres de Nicaragua. Disfrútelo.